WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I'm in Scotland, today I'm with Arran, today I have the 25-year-old Arran. Amazing, isn't it? Wow. So it comes with this beautiful, beautiful box. First of all, you must notice that these things are actually dug or cut into the wood. Maybe I can show this to you here. You can actually see the depth here of these. Also on the side, it's amazing what the woodwork has done here on both sides actually. And on the front, beautiful, beautiful, very, very nice. And the only thing that really, really stands out here is there's a sticker for the barcode. I paid 383 euros for this box and for the bottle, and I get a nice little sticker for the barcode. Come on, guys. You can do a tiny little bit better than that. Everything else on this bottle is just oozes excellence, master craftsmanship, and then a tiny little sticker for the barcode. So a little bit of velvet, a little bit felt in here. You have a nice little, beautiful, beautiful magnets, piano hinges. Bloop. Well done, guys. All right, so what we have here basically is a 65% bourbon, 35% sherry composite blend of the barrels I used at the very, very beginning. Bye-bye, sorry, I need to get rid of you. 3,000 bottles worldwide. A whiskey base number 166592. I think for some reason that it reached America before it actually reached Germany, which I thought was weird. 46%, 25 years old, 338 euros. I would not have bought this bottle. I have a group of people that I do bottle shares with, and they keep on bugging me and say, Jason, would you? I asked, would enough people want to buy it? And there were enough, so I said, okay, boom, and I bought it. And I shared it with them. Now, what is really, really unique about this is they took a whiskey which was going to become 25 years old, and they noticed themselves, my assumption, making an ass of you and me, that this whiskey is actually not up to par. So what did they do? They gave it a finish, a 12-month finish in first fill and refill sherry butts. It really is a shame when you take such an old whiskey and you need to do something to it with first fill anything for the last year to get it up to where it could be okay. All right, 3,000 bottles. They just took something that wasn't great, put a little bit of makeup on it and said, here. And they charged a very, very high price for it. I don't know about you, where you're at, but over here in Germany, these bottles are in on the stores and not moving, hardly moving. Let's say that. There are bottles that are gone like that. There's a Speyside Spey Malt. I'm sorry. There's a Macallan Spey Malt. Spey Malt. SPEYMALT Spey Malt, and that was gone within seconds. And okay, it wasn't 3,000 bottles. Yeah, it was just maybe 300 and 500 bottles each. But this is a very high price. All right, I'm going to compare it to what? Another Arran. Yay! This time the old Arran 18. I could have pulled out the new Arran 18, but I don't have a bottle of that anymore because I did a bottle share with it and it's all gone. So this, I actually did an 18-year-old single malt Scotch blind tasting once in my home before Corona started. So that means this bottle has been now open for a year. And this is the last one, rests of it that I use for every once in a while as a comparison. All right, so we have an 18-year-old Arran, which I think is a good whiskey at a good price. And we have a 25-year-old whiskey, which is extremely expensive for what this could and is. All right, so on the nose, I'm getting a lot more of that sherry syrup moment. Good, a little bit of mineral moment as well. A little bit of a pink grapefruit, but a lot of that sherry syrupiness over here. Okay, I'm still getting that pink grapefruit, a little bit of mineral, but much, much less of the sherry, of course. Now, this is the old version. The new version of the 18 is exclusively sherry matured. This is not. You can actually see from the color. I mean, hey, brown. Also, if I had to show you here, you can take a look. Very dark, not as dark. Actually, the glass are not, they are different, but not amazingly different I thought they would be. All right, good. Let's try the 25-year-old Cilantro, which means to your health. Mm. To say there's a small fire in my mouth would be a little bit exaggerating, but it's hot. It's hot. The sweetness at the beginning is there. An old barrel char moment is there, and in between is a lot of heat. I don't pay normally 300 plus euros for a bottle of 25-year-old and have attached my tongue um, taste buds being assaulted with heat or hotness or ginger or pepper or whatever you want to call it. I expect at 25 years of age and 46% silky smoothness, silky volume, viscosity. I expect something that's just absolutely a fruit bomb or a different type of just luxury. I don't have the feeling here. I have the feeling that this is actually a somewhat not great product that they tried to spice up with a finish. Now, I'm not going to bash on Arran because if I go to the 18-year-old, I'm going to try this. Mm, mm, I like. Now, way back when, 25 years ago, 1995, when the distillery started, the people of the distillery on Arran were basically underfunded and overworked. Let's say that. And they didn't have a great supply chain set up for getting good casks. Not yet. A couple years later, they had it set up, and the 18 really shows it. Up to 80%, 60%, 70% of the taste is the wood that you have. And the wood that they had at the very, very beginning was, I'm going to use the word mediocre at best. Um, Andy, the global brand ambassador, told me that as well, and it's normal. And so I'm not someone who's going to go out there and go, oh, look, I got some of that juice from the very, very beginning. Let's try it now. And it's like, well, it's a bit of history, but to be honest, I'd rather have the 18-year-old history than the 25-year-old history, especially after giving this thing a finish to try to give it a little bit of a good oomph there, in my opinion. So, yeah, so sorry, guys. Aaron's doing great stuff. The 10-year-old, Ralphie's Whiskey of the Year 2021, rightfully so. I like the Bothy, the quarter cask. I could just take that any day of the week. Other people prefer the sherry from Arran. The redesign of the bottles, many people love this redesign as well. They're doing great, great stuff. But 25 years ago, they were not great yet. My personal opinion. All right, good. And so I do not think that this bottle is worth the 383 euros. I'm just going to put a couple drops of water in this. I didn't do this in my German video. Let's take it down to maybe about 40%. Let's see what happens here. The sherryness is there. It's got a good nose, but it's a sherry nose. It's not anything. This could be a anything with a sherry finish on it. A Deanston, Spey, anything basically. That's not in not a Isla whiskey. Hmm. The water did postpone the sharpness, the heat, the alcoholness of this whiskey, but and the finish is still a little bit of a viscous type of sherry moment. But in between, there's all that not ripened, not matured spirit in between. So sorry. All right, I'm going to give this whiskey actually a C minus, and I'm going to give it an F for value for money. This whiskey, in my personal opinion, is definitely not worth 383 euros or whatever you're going to pay for it in your country. Go buy yourself a good Arran 18. Go buy yourself maybe an Arran 21. go buy yourself maybe 3 Arran 18s instead of this one model here. Um, Go buy every product in the core range for the price you can basically get for this one bottle. Yes! You have much, 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 much more for it. And then you will not have the problem that I'm going to have is, what do I do with this box after I've shared the bottle, emptied the bottle? Um, yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's nice. But yes, it's a little bit excessive as well, in my personal opinion. I don't need these, but hey, collectors do. And since I drink my whiskey, instead of collecting it and sending it off or just putting it in the basement, that's a good thing that we can actually share our whiskey and taste it and actually enjoy it. All right, thank you very much. My question of the day is, what is your favorite Arran whiskey? Mine is the Bothy, as I just mentioned, the quarter cask. There are many, many others out there. What do you like? What do you think? All the best. Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, tasting whiskey you'll probably never see or even get your hands on. I'm so sorry. Thanks. All the best. Bye bye.